So you're playing CrossWorlds for the first time. You're driving through East Stadium, getting your tutorials, then on lap 3... this. It's gold. It's shiny. It compels you. So you drive into it, and you probably win. You see more of these in other tracks. You want to drive into them too. But... should you really? Since CrossWorlds' release, I've heard many players and streamers discuss which of these warp rings are good or bad. But words are cheap. I trust science. I went through every track with a warp ring in time trial mode twice. Once taking the ring, and once without. By the time difference, we should see which is faster. Note that these are far from optimal time trial routes or gadgets. In fact, I'll be following the literal dotted line the game gives you. The important thing is consistency. Same route, same gadgets, same character and vehicle. The only thing I do differently is taking the warp. There'll be some minor deviations as I can't drive exactly the same way twice, but a major time save or loss on lap 3 should prove the portal's value, or lack thereof. And who better for this experiment than the master of time himself?
Nothing can get in my way! Let's go!
East Stadium. I've done a full analysis of this track in another video, check it out if you're interested. There I said the warp ring is faster, but I wanted to measure just to be sure. This is on supersonic speed, mind you, which makes it kinda hard to get in the portal, because I already had a PB Ghost on sonic speed. The point is, the portal is faster, just as long as you don't get bumped off. Colourful Mall. Wait, what? Yes, there's a warp ring here. I never knew it existed until recently, and there's a good reason for that. It sucks. You need to take the upper path near the end of the third lap, get onto this pink area, then make a right, left in mirror mode, through these doors. My science shows this route is slower, but in normal races there's a super item box here. But it comes so close to the final stretch that it might not make a difference, especially if other players are banking items. Still, it might help you. Ocean View. Here's another obscure one. You need to bank hard to the right after the first set of turns on lap 3, then skip across these pillars and into the portal. Which is easier said than done on supersonic speed. I prefer this approach. Align yourself just right, then use a boost to jump all the way to the last platform. I ended up testing this method versus driving the track normally, using a boost once to keep things even. My records ended up going back and forth between both by very small margins, implying the two routes are about equal. But like the mall, there is a super item box here. This are about a third of the way into the last lap, and that might prove helpful. But it does cost a boost, and you risk going splish for no time save. I call this one a definite maybe. Market Streets. This is one of the few the green lines actually tell you to take, but surely we can't trust baby handhold mode, right? No, this one's faster. And I'm glad, since Sonic suggested this route to a real race car driver. Good job, buddy, you didn't embarrass yourself. To get in here, you'll need to hop off this corner with a decent amount of speed. Doing a trick to the left can help. If you're in the middle of the pack, it can be tricky, but I found this more reliable than going this way over the roof. Don't know why. Coral Town. This one is subtle, but it's a time save. At the very end of lap 3, there'll be a warp ring above these coral formations. Now in time trials, it's always in the same place to avoid randomness. If only all time trials worked that way. Galactic Parade! But in races, it can be either on the left or right. React accordingly, and you're rewarded with a slight time save if you don't have a boost item. If you do, it's faster to ignore the portal and cut this dirt. Aqua Forest. Here it is, the one that inspired me to make this video. This warp ring is so obvious, so tempting, and not taking it will improve your performance on this track significantly. Not only does taking it deprive you of a grass cut, but even if you don't cut that corner, the ring is still slower. That's just sad. Finally, Northstar Islands. Here's another obscure one. If you don't have all this track's red star rings yet, this is probably why. These breakout blocks, no really that's what they are in Superstars, on lap 1, they're gone on lap 3. Just drive on through and...
No!
Oh right, should have mentioned there's dirt in a pit there. You'll need a boost. Get one, take this 90-degree turn, handling machine supremacy, and the portal's here. It drops you at the press factory section. So this is one where the science surprised me. I thought this would be slower, but in my tests it came out ahead. Maybe it's just supersonic speed? Nope, still ahead on Sonic. But here's the thing, you have to use a boost to get in. To truly make it an even testing field, I'll try using a boost on the non-warp attempt. Note that you also miss a blue boost pad by taking this warp. Taking the shortcut definitely comes out ahead. Which would explain why, in regular races, there's no item box here. A super item box is instead available at the start of the press factory section, to any route. So the final score is 3 good, 2 bad, and 2 maybe. So congratulations Warp Rings, you barely made it over the line. But while I'm here, I thought I'd conduct one final bit of science. Because another thing I hear streamers say all the time, the shortcut at the end of Kronos is so good, it's worth taking even without a boost. Is that true?
I made a mistake.
Silver, no you didn't.
I did it.
A second ahead again. Wait, S rank without using any boost wisps? Yeah, this one's real.